Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, vamos a mojarte.
Welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. I have had a good day. Anyway, we're going to react to some film theory, and this is Disney's biggest disasters. Moana, Hercules, Lion King, who knows what else. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's check it out. Let's check out the biggest disasters. Let's see the theories behind them. Let's react. 3, 2, 1. Can't wait to see what he has to say.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Film Theorists.
Why, hello.
Where I can't waste any more time getting to the finale of this theory because I keep literally being stopped in the streets and asked what the deadliest movie is going to end up being.
What is it?
Actually a little unsettling how into this theory everyone is. The process of getting through
Creepy.
these last 5 excruciatingly historically inaccurate movies is going to take us so long that I literally don't have any time to waste today.
Let's get into it.
Banter, no cringy dad jokes, just death, and even.
Oh, come on. Some jokes, please.
Last episode with our total kill count sitting at 3,520.
Woo!
Have to add it to at the end of last episode. Those 3,520 deaths were coming across 53 movies. The top of our deadliest.
That's a lot of deaths.
Belonged to the Lion King, sitting confidently atop Pride Rock
Brutal.
and Pile of Bones with 1,660 lives lost, mostly due to a half a decade of hyenas overfeeding. But get ready, because today's challengers are going to give that number a heck of a run for its money.
Let's do it.
And on this trilogy, everyone on our Theorist team picked the movie that they thought was going to end up being the deadliest. It was like guessing the weight of a new baby before it's born, except instead of pounds and ounces, it's beheadings and extinction level events.
Sounds pretty brutal.
Finalists, because this is your last chance to get those bets in. Your final 5, Internet: Mulan, Dinosaur, Hercules, Atlantis, or Moana. Or heck, maybe it's just gonna stay the Lion King. Choose wisely, because lives, and more importantly, Internet bragging rights, depend on it.
Dinosaurs.
What is bizarrely the most straightforward of these final 5? Mulan, which was
Mulan.
a fan favorite for death count in the comments. And I understand why. I mean, you literally see 2 villages burned, an army of good guys just out
Slow to death.
in the snow, and the climax of the whole thing is, as we all remember, Mulan using fireworks to cause an avalanche that buries all but 6 of the invading Han army.
That's a lot.
I thought the best way to do this would be to just look at history. Mulan, the Disney movie, in case you didn't know, comes from the Chinese legend of Hua Mulan, where the female warrior Mulan
Yeah, I've heard
knows
that.
what the movie would teach us to expect her to do. She takes her aging father's place in the army to defend against invaders. Interestingly enough, though, this is a really progressive story. In the original legend, she doesn't hide her true self from her family or sneak away in the middle of the night. Her family totally supports her decision to become a kick-butt warrior woman, and she doesn't even need
Support
to
a family makes you go a long way.
I get that Disney needed to create some conflict or something, but the 5th century historical version of this story is actually a lot cooler and a lot more progressive than the 1998 remake.
Maybe we should have went with that,
Given
the
that
original.
it's a legend, based in some history, I thought we could estimate deaths based on the number of soldiers in Shen Yu's real army. But Shen Yu
A little wrong?
isn't a real person.
Oh.
If anyone, he's sort of super loosely based on Attila the Hun, but geographically,
Go with
Attila's
that.
empire ended 3,000 miles west of the Northern Wei Empire, where the Mulan legend originates. And most of his battles were fought against Europeans. So we got ourselves the wrong enemy at the wrong end of the continent.
Right.
So there were really no
Wrong
Attila
dude.
battles that I could base this on. But I kept on trying. Shen Yu gets his name from the anglicized version of Shan Yu title, which
Shan
is
Yu.
the generic term for a Hun leader. It would be like watching a movie about America 1,000 years from now, where the head of our country was somehow named Perez Odent. Given that Shan Yu is his totally generic title, there's still no battle that we could possibly base this finale
Where'd you
on.
find it?
It also doesn't help us that there's no real historical record of Mulan. While her legend is really famous, she's usually left out of Chinese history texts and seems to be treated like
Why?
a symbol rather than a real historical person. So in the end, with not enough credible information to go on, I had to resort to doing a death count the old-fashioned way, counting.
Count? Oh no.
The old-fashioned way would have taken a ridiculous amount of time, so I did it the new-fashioned
The
way,
new fa-
a back row. Using GNU Octave, I processed the frames of Mulan to automatically count how large Shen Yu's board was. The program converts the images into black and white, which in turn makes it easier for the computer to count the individual
white spots
of the army. I had to really fiddle around with the settings here to make sure that the program only was counting what I wanted it to.
Right.
It seemed to be dead on. After some
How many?
photoshopping, I came out with 11 deaths on the mountainside by aggressive firework, plus an additional 178
horsemen
and 1,048 other
Woo! That's a big number.
itself, for a grand total of 1,237 kills. Add to that the 2 villages that we see burned, which, based on the size and proximity to the Great Wall of China, would have had about 100 residents each, as well as the army that gets massacred trying to surprise attack.
Oh no, that's a huge number.
These seems to be 31, but actually only adds 30 deaths since one messenger survives the massacre.
Can't forget that.
One. And then Shen Yu himself, we get ourselves a grand total of 1,468.
Big number.
Noting here that I've seen a few other different versions of this death count circulating around online, ranging anywhere from 260 to
That's
the
pretty low.
2,000. I was as absolutely exhaustive in this analysis as possible, so I feel pretty darn good about that 1,400.
I'm going with you.
Number, but in the end, it still doesn't edge out Lion King. With Mulan out of the way, it's time to
I'm going with you.
of our movies in the princess category. Going from Mulan in China-ish to Moana in Polynesia-ish.
That's more of my land.
Natural disasters, so Moana is going to be our last hope for a princess to take home the murder crown.
You gonna get the murder crown?
Number 1 early on in the movie, and death number 2 quickly skyrockets to death number 260 when Maui and Moana blow up and sink an entire society of Kakamora. The little coconut pirates they meet in that totally forgettable scene that's just sandwiched in the movie. Anyway,
we need more. We need more.
The Solomon Islands legend of the Kakamora, a race of very small people who would steal from island tribes. They're always depicted as cute and harmless, which is clearly why Moana
what they
and
want
Maui
you to
feel
think.
it necessary to sink 259 of them, at my best count, mercilessly into the ocean and then smile about it to each other as they sail away.
You're evil.
Yeah.
You're not evil, Moana. I'm just
That's
kidding.
260. It's certainly a bloodbath, but it is far from record-breaking. But now we get to the curse. The whole movie hinges on the fact that Maui stole this powerful heart of Te Fiti and thereby brought about a 1,000-year plague. Without her heart,
And that's gonna have some wreck to it. Havoc.
To a terrible darkness that will continue to spread until every one of us is devoured by inescapable death.
That sounds terrible.
Be responsible for 1,000 years of darkness spreading across the Pacific Islands, which seems like it should be a shoe-in for death and destruction. I am certainly excited.
Should.
Now, we do have to remember that except for a single crab god, animal species aren't sapient in this movie, so fish aren't gonna count. And as much as I'd like to think that that leaves us with plenty of room for death, the problem with this curse quickly becomes the fact that it's just now showing up to Moana's island, which means that it has been coming for a long
Just now.
time. Sure, Grandma's map at the beginning of the movie shows this darkness spreading really fast, and yet when Moana and her dad visit the top of the island, he shows her how long they've been living there without any issues.
Right.
Darkness to contend with,
Forever.
at my count, 12 generations.
Which is like forever.
I'm generous and say that a generation of leader is turning over every 25 years, which again, Moana's dad looks significantly older than this, but we're giving it a worse
Looks in his
scenario.
40s.
We're looking at least 300 years of easy fish and coconuts without even a hint of a plague. And
No
if you
death.
have that long to become a doomsday prepper and you don't build in any contingency plans, I think there's an argument to be made that you might have had it coming.
Right,
Anyway,
so they should
the
be
point
safe.
is, we need to see if this darkness is actually creeping up on anyone, or if it's just totally avoidable. To figure that out, we're going to have to measure how far the curse has traveled, which we know is going to be from the heart of Te Fiti, where the curse started.
Gotta
to
do some
Moana's
math,
island,
of course.
where it started the movie. So
Math pack
all we
math.
know is how far she travels in her boat between those two locations and how long it takes to get there. Here's what we know. We see Moana travel for 3, maybe 4 days at most. Her boat is captained by Maui, a master wayfinder and demigod, and her boat is a recreation of a Fijian kamikau, similar to an outrigger.
How fast do
So
they
can
go?
Travel up to 15 knots.
15
or
knots.
17 miles per hour.
Not very fast.
Some of them will take ignore the fact that this boat was also built by those 300-year-old ancestors who landed on Moana's island, making this boat so impossibly old that there's no way it would actually sail, but whatever.
Not at all,
We'll
dude.
also assume that Moana didn't sleep at any point during the journey, something Maui considered a sign of weakness as a wayfinder. So at the boat's max
It's not a
rate,
weakness, you need strength.
straight by an expert wayfinder, she could sail 1,632 miles or 2,626 kilometers in 4 days, which is pretty incredible, but we're giving them the best case scenario.
Right. I'm like, it sounds like a lot.
Is a little over 16
Like, that's a lot.
miles from the heart of Tahiti, or cursed ground zero. So okay, if the darkness started at Tahiti and is just now reaching Moana's island at least 300 years later, we're saying that it took 300 years for the darkness to spread 1,632 miles, meaning that the curse
Whoa!
5.4 miles per year.
Per year!
Nothing. When you're standing on the shore of a beach, the horizon you're seeing is 2.8 miles away. From the top of Moana's island, you would be seeing well over 12 miles into the horizon.
And like, you're seeing the darkness off in the distance for like years. Like, it's there. Okay, is it coming? Is it ever gonna come? I don't think it's coming. No, it ain't gonna come. Maybe 300 years. Maybe 300 years it comes. Like, that's a long time to be waiting for death.
Literally see this darkness coming towards your shores for several years in advance, which is why Moana's deadliness just falls apart.
Right.
With that much notice,
Right.
it would be almost impossible to believe that seafaring Polynesian island dwellers who primarily fish for survival would be unable to, get in their boats and sail to the next island over when they
And
see
just-
the curse coming.
just
thereby
keep going.
buying them a few extra years. Even Moana's tribe of people who are water-phobic are still going to have time to see their shriveled coconuts, throw some flex tape onto those centuries-old boats, and move to the next island, which would buy them more time. So the final death tally for Moana, 261.
Not much at all.
After a thoroughly disappointing performance by Moana, it's up to the
Big
last 3 movies
disappointment.
to knock my socks off. And I'm confident in the next 2, Atlantis, the Lost Empire, and Hercules. Sure, Atlantis, the Lost Empire ain't one of those beloved Disney classics with a big plastic VHS cover.
Right.
But looking back on it, it's pretty darn good. And at the very least, it is pretty darn deadly. And at this point, that's all I really care about. It's gonna need to prove itself in gladiatorial fashion against another strong challenger from the same part of the world.
Hercules!
In one corner, we've got ourselves a flood that wrecks an entire civilization, and in the other, we have ourselves a complete war between gods and titans with the world of man
Sounds pretty
all
deadly.
stuck in the middle. So let's set up those dueling death tickers and get down to it.
Let's get doing it.
Atlantis, there's a big chase scene with a Leviathan early on in the movie that accounts for 171 deaths.
Right off the bat. Boom.
Adding in the king's death and the ending battle, we suddenly jump up to 185. So it can be hard to tell how
Good
many
start.
of those explosions we see signifying certain death and how many are just like pew pew pew, boom boom.
Right. And then nothing.
That, I believe, is the technical term of what we're watching. Hercules. His kills are mostly taking place during the montage of him completing some of the most famous 12 labors of Hercules.
Wow.
Hercules kills the Hydra, Arimantian boar, the Nemean lion, which looks suspiciously like Scar, a sea monster.
It does,
that
doesn't
part
it?
of the labor.
It's his cousin.
We'll give him credit for anyway, and then the Minotaur, a Gorgon, and some really scary-looking birds. Two of which
Slow
were
death count.
fought by the Greek hero Perseus, but you get the idea. We can also give Hercules credit for killing Nessus, the centaur that's torturing Meg. It's unclear in the movie if he's officially dead or if he's just unconscious.
We're gonna count it.
According to Greek myth, Hercules does indeed kill him.
Right,
so
we're going with
gonna
it.
go with that. And no, we're not counting Meg. Sure, she dies, but she has to die and stay dead. Meg gets revived before the end of the movie.
Fair
Also,
enough.
we can't count Hades because he already lives in the underworld. So, based off of these early action sequences, Atlantis, the Lost Empire, has a significant...
Big
But at the
edge.
end of the day, this isn't really gonna matter because these numbers are tiny.
Minute.
Huge catastrophic events in both movies, the sinking of Atlantis and the Titanomachy. And here's where the counting has to get creative. Atlantis, the Lost Empire, starts with a giant tsunami headed for the island.
And those
of
are
Atlantis.
deadly.
A protective barrier bubble thing is formed around the center of the island and sinks it to the ocean.
Oh my god.
But we do see a lot of people banging on that bubble from the outside.
Right.
And the bubble
Looks like they're gonna
only
die.
ends up saving just a small fraction of the land of Atlantis.
Just a little peanut.
Which leaves us with an obvious question and a not so obvious answer.
How many?
people people die when Atlantis.
How many?
It'd be nearly
All of
impossible to get a decent guess at this just from the design of the city that we see at the beginning of the movie, so we're going to have to go all the way back to the ancient Greek Atlantis story to determine the most likely death toll. Ditto for when Hades releases the Titans onto Earth and they start wrecking house. Let's start with Atlantis. From a historical perspective, all our information about Atlantis comes from the Greek philosopher Plato. You know, the Plato who tells a story about a farmer who finds himself a ring that makes him invisible but corrupts him morally. A story that J.R.R. definitely didn't steal. Anyway,
not at all.
Critias, Plato tells of the continent Atlantis, a 10,000 BC superpower with a great military and tons of technology so advanced that it sank because the gods got jealous and sent a big earthquake/flood combo to take it down.
Think about that. The gods were jealous. Like, you're so advanced. The gods of heaven are jealous and they sink you. Now that's advanced. I'd like to see how advanced it was. Like, what do they possess to make gods jealous? Anyway, let's continue on.
Sounds fine, cool myth, bro, but Plato never mentions how many people live on Atlantis, which would have really done a lot to make my life easier.
I'd say so.
The mythical estimates for Atlantis' army ranges from 5 million to over 100 million.
Whoa!
Everything in between. But regardless, those numbers give us a bit of an issue because the population of the entire world at the time in 10,000 BC would have been somewhere in the order of 1 to 3 million.
Right, whale!
To injury, Atlantis probably isn't even from 10,000 BC because a mistranslation basically changed the entire story to 9,000 years ago when it was originally meant to be 900 years
Just a
ago.
speck.
So basically, TLDR, we're looking for some historical event that Plato could have based his clearly made-up story on that he then used to pass off as if it were historically true to all his bros. So what historical
cool story.
Find in Atlantis, the movie? Well, the one thing we actually know is that there was a tsunami. So we just have to find a massive historical tsunami at the right time and place to make this happen.
And hit the city.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Minoan civilization, located on the island of Crete and most prominent from about 2000 to 1500 BC. The Minoans are most famous for building palaces and being the inspiration for the myth of the Minotaur. But Minoans are also our best proxy for both Atlantis as Plato reported it, as well as how Disney imagined it. The large buildings that we see present in Atlantis
are kind of similar.
Have been extraordinarily rare in the ancient world, but the Minoans were building palaces and multi-story buildings earlier than any other
good architects, man.
We know of.
OGs.
The Minoan language also checks off the boxes from what we see in the movie.
The OGs.
Nobody's really sure what Minoan sounded like because we can't read the basic Minoan writing system, known as Linear A, which parallels the fact that
somebody needs to figure it out.
Atlantean in the movie itself.
Yes, I can read Atlantean, just like you. You
can't. Sure.
No one can.
And most importantly of all, we have an event that would make sense for the quote-unquote sinking of Atlantis. Around 1550 BC, right around the real time Atlantis was supposed
Tsunamis
to be
are just ridiculous. Bad.
The volcanic island of Thera,
blew up.
modern-day Santorini, exploded, destroying part of the island and sending gigantic waves to the shores of Crete, only about 70 miles away.
Ooh, that's close.
The tsunami devastated the coast of Crete.
Oh, I bet.
Cities, ruining coastline, and of course,
killing everybody.
A lot of people.
Killing everybody.
Yeah, Atlantis is supposed to have sunk into the sea, and Crete is still very much around. That said, part of the island of Thera sank. You can actually see where a bunch of it is missing even to this day.
Wow.
The whole idea
from back then to now.
This event sunk an island and destroyed a civilization. So for God's sake, after all of
that's
that
amazing.
analysis, what the heck is the death count? Well, estimates have the eruption of Thera killing 35,000 Minoans.
35,000.
Wow, that's to say nothing of the people who were on Thera itself. Even if we want to use a more conservative estimate, those estimates still run in the range of 20,000.
That's a lot.
Enough to dwarf any of our other Disney contenders
easily.
at this point. So as devastating a historical event as this is based on, the silver lining here is that in the Disney version, there is no way Hercules can beat this, right? I mean, sure, houses are crushed.
Sounds like they can.
Measure up to the explosion of Thera, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Shook the whole world.
Enough, many people believe that the inspiration for the story of the Titanomachy, the exact scenes that we see take place in Hercules,
Same one.
was the massive eruption of Thera.
The same one.
Just attributed to the loss of Atlantis. So the long story short here is that the destruction in these two movies are based on the exact same event. So
wow.
like a tie then? I mean, effectively, for as much as we can calculate real numbers out of poorly documented historical facts that influenced fictional movies hundreds of years later, yeah. Although Hercules is taking place in Thebes, which is much
So it's a
farther
guess.
away from Thera than Crete is, so there
Big
would
guess.
be fewer deaths associated with Hercules just by proximity alone. And there you have it, Hercules and Atlantis practically in a tie. I mean, of the two, Atlantis would qualify as the more deadly movie with Hercules in second place, but the two of them had a commanding lead over anything else in the Disney canon that we've covered.
There's one more.
Congratulations, Disney, on leveraging a devastating global event for children's entertainment. Not just once, but twice.
It's all good. It's all good.
What? You can't lead us through an entire flippin' trilogy on Disney movies and ruin Christmas and string us along through this ungodly long episode that has itself a flippin' mid-roll just to tell us that it ends in a tie.
There's one more.
Right, the movies.
The Lion King, or the dinosaurs.
Oh wait, there is still one more. Dinosaur.
Woo! My favorite. See?
Feature you didn't know.
Dinosaur right there,
That we
baby.
continue to not need because it came out in 2000 and we already had the far superior Land Before Time series since 1988. But regardless, it's a movie that the Disney Animation Studios made, and it is here where the buck stops when it comes to Disney death.
Death.
You're all like, well, of course, this movie shows the extinction, right? So many
Right.
billions of dinosaurs
Right,
died.
everybody died.
I'd like to just finally end this with the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. This movie actually doesn't show that event.
Oh.
That would have been the easy way out. But in the entire film,
Let's go the hard way.
5 dinosaurs die. 2 bad guys, 2 good guys, and 1 neutral triceratops. That's it. I know, I couldn't believe it either. But if that's the case, then where else could all the deaths come from?
Where?
The grand answer, the answer to where the most Disney deaths come from in the animation studio's 80-year history isn't coming from humans, isn't coming from fish, it's coming from lemurs.
Lemurs.
These guys. Historic lemurs.
Oh.
You might be thinking to yourself, gee, I didn't think dinosaurs and lemurs really lived at the same time.
Poor lemurs.
Right, you would be. Pretty much. There's some research that mammals and dinosaurs did overlap for a very short time.
Poor lemurs.
In the Cretaceous period when Aladar, our iguanodon protagonist, was supposed to have lived. And it just so happens that one of the oldest animal species to exist in this teeny overlapping sweet spot 60 million years ago were lemurs. And yes, historically,
This is odd.
really squint at this one to get any kind of scenario where a monkey family would raise a dinosaur. We're just gonna have to go with this one in order to make it to the other side of it.
Let's go with it.
Very few dinosaurs were actually harmed in the making of Dinosaur, but an entire island worth of lemurs were just knocked out in one fell swoop. We see a
Poor lemurs.
associated fallout land on the uncreatively named Lemur Island in the movie,
Oh.
setting the entire island up in flames.
Gone.
Small lemur family, our friendly dinosaur hero. The lemur baby even comments that
They're all
during
gone.
the film, thereby confirming for us that every
They're
lemur
gone.
on Lemur Island is now a crispy critter.
Oh.
Of course, that leads to the next obvious question:
How many?
in the world do we know how many that is, or
How
even
many?
how big Lemur Island is? Well, in the most bizarre twist of luck, we actually know the real-world location of Lemur Island because historically there is only one possible location. It's the real island off the east coast of
Madagascar?
Africa called Madagascar.
Madagascar, baby.
In your biology lesson for the day, the reason lemurs are lemurs is because they evolved all by themselves over millions of years.
That's impressive.
Isolated from all other primate species on the lonely island of Madagascar. All lemurs, even modern lemurs, started back on Madagascar.
Wow.
So this is literally the
But it's an amazing
only
island.
place Lemur Island could be in the entire planet Earth, especially on the order of 60 million years ago when Madagascar had just started to separate from continental Africa. This is also why we only see the dinosaur and lemurs swimming across a narrow channel rather than a huge body
This
of
is
water
so
that
sad.
resulted in the meteor strike. At the time they escaped from Lemur Island was just recently Lemur Peninsula.
Hop,
So with
skip,
that
jump.
incredible stroke of luck, we now know not only where Lemur Island is, but how big it is. Madagascar is 226,597 square miles in area.
Quite big.
That area is habitable by lemurs. Going by its modern-day geography, which is honestly all we got, only about 43,000 square miles of the island is rainforest.
Okay.
Lemur habitat, and also
Still
the
big.
area where we see the lemurs living in movies. So how many lemurs could reasonably be living in 43,000 square miles of jungle?
A lot.
Oh, well, this is impossible to know directly, but the lemurs in the movie would have been precursors to the modern ring-tailed lemur, which has a territory size of 0.14 square miles. That means that you can
Divide
give
it.
yourself 307,143 lemurs on Madagascar.
That's a lot of lemurs deaths.
Capacity, which is how many lemurs we would have the potential to lose in dinosaur. Even if we said it was half that number, even if we said it was a tenth that
Right.
number, we still have our winner by a long
Dinosaur, baby.
Apocalyptic.
I picked the winner.
Dinosaur is the deadliest Disney movie of all time.
Boom! Picked the winner.
Moment of silence for all the Disney fallen.
R.I.P. But it was good entertainment. We need the deaths for the entertainment, unfortunately. The dramatic scenes. Oh. Without the deaths, there is no movie.
58 movies and 3 incredibly long episodes. What does all this mean, my friends? We have come a long way on the Disney death train. I wanted to highlight how much we've accomplished here by recapping some of our most significant...
I haven't seen the first 2
across
episodes.
the entire Disney canon. 58 original Disney animation.
That's a heck of a lot of movies.
Our estimated total deaths are 341,031, which is honestly nothing compared to the number of childhood dreams this show kills on a regular basis. Our overall deadliest Disney movie winner is Dinosaur, and a death count of up to 300,000
I'm so proud.
sapient lemurs. The most deaths of any
Sorry, lemurs.
about or are likely to have seen, however, goes resoundingly to Hercules and
R.I.P., R.I.P.
with over 20 to 30,000 deaths each by volcano. Most deaths in a Disney princess movie, as well as Disney's
Who gets the award?
goes to Mulan with
Mulan.
1,200, very respectable number. Disney's deadliest and most effective villain is Scar from The Lion King at 1,659 deaths.
Shame on you, Scar.
60th death was his own.
Uncle
Most
Scar.
listed deaths go to Alice in Wonderland, where the walrus eats 12 oyster babies. Most death ends up going to the accidentally harpooned opera-singing whale in Make My Music. Just brutally sad. And
Tragic.
my personal favorite Disney death goes to Ursula being stabbed in the stomach at the end of Little Mermaid. And now,
Personal favorite.
finally, this series over, and all this being said, you can now go and we can all collectively kill off 2018 to start the old kill count back at 0 for 2019.
There you go.
This has been an incredibly fun but totally exhausting project to finish off the year. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. This was a blast.
I need to see the first 2. I haven't.
Movies, DreamWorks movies, I don't know. I'm game for anything. Thank you so much for your support over this 3-part trilogy. Thank you so much for your continued support of Film Theory. And have a happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you,
Onward
Matt Pack.
to 2019. I will see you there with more theories.
We're there because we're already here. It is 2019. But when he said guests in the beginning, I said the dinosaurs. And guess what? Old Mac's reaction was right. But he got lucky. It was just a guess. But I'm down with the dinosaurs. I love the dinosaurs. It's amazing how much death is in the Disney movies. But without death, there would be no Disney. You gotta have love stories or death. That's the 2 ingredients you need for Disney movies. You feel me? Anyway, you've seen my reactions. You've seen my thoughts. What are your thoughts? What's your reactions? Let me know what you're thinking down below, and I'll read them. I'll comment back, or I'll at least heart them. Anyway, is there anything else you want me to react to? Comment that down below. Let me know. If you haven't joined the Max Reaction family, it's the buttons over there. Go hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to share it, because sharing's caring. And don't forget to spread that peace, that love, that happiness wherever you go. And guess what? I will see you next time. Peace!
Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, vamos a mojarte. donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, va a mojarte. La baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas paraguas como quiera, va a mojarte. La baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte.